Okay. I'm just gonna drive a little bit first. Oh yeah. Okay, I hope this is a good angle of me. Whatever. If it's not, it's not. I'll just redo this video. Because I just got time like that on my hands. So basically, you guys, I'm gonna tell you about a little bit about my living situation right now. Don't worry, it's nothing like, oh my god, I'm homeless or anything. It has literally nothing to do with that. It's just my living situation is so freaking funny. Like, I have to talk about it because it's actually so freaking funny. So I want to try to make this fast because I don't know how much space I have on my camera or anything. But yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't get my camera to stay or anything, so it's just like, yeah, I'll set up later. Anyway, so yeah, I want to talk about my little living situation, just like, because there's so much drama in this freaking house, you guys. It's actually crazy. Like, not with me or my boyfriend or anything, but just the other people that we live with. It's so fun though, because we're like all friends kind of, but there's like drama. It's a big story, and I'm about to like just let y'all know. Anyway, just yeah, so I have to pick my boyfriend up soon. I just want to get I want to buy these little mask things first. And yeah, so anyway, that's not important. So I'm gonna tell the story. Basically, okay, so there was people already living in this house before me and my boyfriend moved in there, right? And my boyfriend went to school with this guy or whatever from a while back in high school. Sorry, my car is so loud. And we were looking for a place to move out together, so we moved out together in like February. Okay, don't signal. This guy just fucking, I hate Regina drivers. Fuck, they don't fucking signal. Anyway, so yeah, we decided to move out, right? So we come in this house, and then there's this guy. I'm not gonna say anyone's names or anything, but I'm gonna make up names, I think. So let me see if I can make up names. Okay, I don't know if I can make up names because like I'm not even good at following stories like that. Fuck. But anyway, so we move into this house, okay? My boyfriend is friends with one of the dudes. That's how we found this house. So we look at the place. We're like, oh yeah, we like it. Like, you know, we're gonna move in here, you know. And we have like the downstairs suite, so it's pretty nice. So there was only one other guy that was like downstairs with us, and that was his friend. So, and then there was the owner. Like, it's not really his house, it's like his dad's the owner, but he's like the co-owner. So, you know, I'm just gonna call him owner of the house, okay? So remember that. He's not really the owner, but his dad's the owner, so same shit. So the owner of the house is upstairs, and then this guy is also upstairs. Okay, I'm just gonna call him... Fuck. I don't know what to call him, because I don't want to be like rude or offensive or anything like that. But it's true, so I'm gonna call him Trouble because it is true. Because like, I don't know, it's not like I don't have anything against him. Fuck, hold on. I don't have anything against him, but he is a cause of a lot of issues going on in this house, okay? There's a car coming, I know there's a car coming. Can't just fucking lady, I need to turn there. Oh, you know what, actually I'm gonna go in because this bank actually gives me a lot of issues for some reason. I'm actually have to run in for a sec, guys, because I need some cash real quick. Yeah, we'll continue this in a sec. I'm sorry, this is probably so bad, but whatever, I have to do shit, you know. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? Okay, so we moved in this house. I forget what I was saying, but anyway, Trouble is there upstairs, and it was just like the three of us. Was it just the three? 1, 2, Oh, 4, 5 technically. So my boyfriend, me, Trouble, Guppy's friend downstairs, and then the owner, right? Okay. So now that we have that settled down, so that's how it was. Then Trouble starts bringing these 2 girls around. And you see how it starts. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna continue this when I get out of here. Okay. So yeah, Trouble brings these 2 girls around. So you could see how that caused some shit, okay? Okay, so, sorry, I have to get the GPS on. Okay, sorry guys, it's hard to do. I need to focus, like, on what I'm doing, too, so. Okay, so, now I can focus. So, he brings these 2 girls, right? Which is no problem, they're friends. So, he's actually friends with one of these girls from, like, childhood. So, they're, like, childhood friends. And then she has this one friend. So, she was bringing her around him, okay? So, she likes him. You know, it was pretty evident that he liked her, kind of. Like, I don't know, he hasn't been with anyone for a long time. Like, you know, he probably wants to fuck, right? Whatever. Guys are guys, you know? And, like, it was so evident that he was, like, he didn't make it be known that he didn't like her. He liked to say, like, oh, like, no, we were never a thing. Like, guys are just, some guys are like that, and just they're like, oh, like, no, I was never fucking with her. Like, it was pretty evident. And, like, they were both sleeping over and stuff. And, like, she would stay in your room. Sometimes she would stay on the couch, whatever type thing. And, you know, it's pretty known. And the girl that's her friend knows she likes her, obviously, because you know how girls are. Like, they talk. They're like, oh, yeah, like, who do you like, girl? Like, yeah, I like him and stuff. So, let it be known, like, you know, that looks like he's off limits, right? Right. No. Wrong. So, let me tell you. I'm going to name her Trouble number 2, which is actually her friend. You know, that was her friend. So, that Trouble number 2 is going to be her. So, yeah, so she starts whatever. They start, like, apparently he was like, oh yeah, I actually like you, I fuck with you. And she was like, oh no, like, I can't do that to my friend, like, you know, oh my god. And apparently she was crying. She, like, because I was with them when one of them wanted to get their belly buttons pierced or whatever. And let me tell you, one of these girls are freaking one of the girls were underage too. Like, she was 17, whatever, like, not that big of a deal. But, like, the other guy was, like, 21, right? So, you know, they can't get their belly buttons pierced. They're trying to get, like, Guppy, my man, to get, like, trying to get, like, Guppy, my man, to, like, sign for them to, like, he's not doing that. He's not getting involved in any of, like, underage shit. Like, that's serious. Like, the law don't play like that, okay? No. So, yeah, anyway, so I went with them, and one of them was old enough to get their belly button pierced because they were, like, 19, I think, 18, 19. She's a little younger than me, but, like, basically the same age, where it's like, oh, you're overage at least, whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, so, like, Trouble and Trouble 1 start having a thing, right? And, you know, obviously my friend is, like, the girl is gonna be like, what the fuck? So they were keeping it from her, right? But that's not it. That's not like, oh, it's just that. Like, they weren't moved in at this point, okay? They started having a thing before they moved in. And the guy, Trouble 1, was like, told them, oh, you guys should both move downstairs. Like, you know, both move downstairs together. Because they were staying over here all the time. And, like, me and Guppy were getting, like, frustrated because, you know, we were all sharing, like things at that time, like, not really like anything else, but just like toilet paper. Like, we would buy toilet paper for the house, and, you know, I was frustrated with the toilet paper or whatever. And then, like, the fact they were showering and stuff over here too, and, like, Guppy has to get to work and stuff, and, like, they were in there, and one of the girls was being rude. But Trouble 2 was like, the one girl was, like, fine, and I knew her actually prior because I used to see her at, like, Robin's when I'd go, like, on my little Tinder dates. If you looked back, like, at my videos, I used to go on Tinder dates and film them. So that girl, like, would see me at Robin's, and she'd watch my, like, YouTube and my vlogs and stuff, and, like, you know, I knew her, and I fucked with her. Like, I didn't have a problem with her, but I really wasn't hanging out with anyone at the time. So, like, we weren't, like, friends or close or anything like that, but I didn't have any issues with her. So, Trouble 2 started talking back to my man, like, oh, like, clean up around here and stuff. And, like, she's just, like, how she says. It's not about, like, what she says. It's about, like, how you say it. And she, like, I don't know. I wasn't there when this went down, but, like, he, like, told me, like, you know, he didn't really fuck with that about her. So, yeah. Let that be known. So we were already kind of like, he was already having an issue with Trouble number 2, right? And they're not even moved in. So anyway, he convinces the two to, like, move down, and, like, the girl already has her own place. The other one, Trouble 2, is underage, right? So she's just kind of, she was living with, like, my friend, like, that girl somewhere else, and they were just coming over and basically staying over. And it's like, well, you're paying rent there, and it's like more, so you may as well just, like, get your own place here. Like, you're already staying here, so may as well just pay, like, cheaper rent and stay here, because you're barely there anyway, right? So it just made sense. So that was, like, all good. So she was like, oh yeah, like, that makes total sense. I'll just fuck, this camera keeps fucking moving, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to stand or something. But, like, you know, if you can still hear me, obviously, so that's what's important. So sorry. So yeah, basically he convinces them both to move down, right? So she gives notice to her place to move out, and the other girl was never paying rent. Trouble number 2 never pays rent. She's underage. She doesn't know shit about life. She's not paying, like, shit, you know. She's just kind of staying there. She's, like, started working and stuff, you know, like, whatever. They were working at, like, a fast food place. And yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, convinces, oh, I need to know where I'm going. Recenter. Like, where the fuck am I going? Turn. Oh, I have a fucking arrow. Holy fuck. That's why you don't go on your phone when you're driving, you guys. Seriously, that's like... Fuck. Just want to kind of wrap this up. Yeah, so he convinces her to do all that or whatever. And, like, that's so fucked. Like, because, you know, and they're actually seeing, like, little does she know that her best friend, I guess, like, maybe not best friend, but, like, friend, close friend that you're basically living with, is, like, low-key fucking with your man on the side. And, you know, they're, like, fucking with each other. But the Trouble 2 was gonna move in downstairs. And move in. Okay, I keep saying the same shit over and over again because I keep getting interrupted. But yeah, so then last minute, okay, she already left her place, right? Gives a damage deposit to, like, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that the owner's son, like the owner, I guess, I'm calling him the owner, but owner's son, moved out at this time, so he's not there anymore. So basically the guy downstairs moved into his old room, so we have the downstairs to ourselves now at this point, so we have all that space. And she was planning on moving into the downstairs, like where that Guppy's friend was, if that makes sense. So that was the plan, whatever, that they were gonna move in downstairs. And we had no problem with that, because we were like, okay, fine, like, if you're gonna live here and shower and shit and use everything. But now we all buy our own toilet paper, so it's not a big deal. But now it's not a big deal because you guys are paying rent, right? Because we're like, what the fuck, like, you guys are actually fucking annoying us at the time. I was just being real, because that's really how it was. So yeah, they eventually move in. Or sorry, she moves in. On the very first day she was gonna move in, she took all her stuff and was cleaning out her apartment, or wherever she was, like her room. They're gonna move in, and then Trouble number 2 is, like, actually last minute. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna go half on rent with you. I'm actually just gonna move upstairs, because Trouble 1 said, oh, like, you can just move upstairs with me and pay, like, less, like $20 a month or something, like something so cheap or whatever, like so cheap, you know. And she's like a little girl, like she doesn't know shit, like she's like, okay, you know. So yeah, like last freaking minute they do that to her, and she's like, what the fuck? And then she finds out, like, a little bit later, like, they're actually like, why the fuck would your friend move in with him? Like, you know, she's not stupid. She already had suspicions, like, oh, are you guys, like, kind of like what's going on, like, you know, like, don't play me like I'm dumb, like, just be straight up, kind of, like, she said that to them, and they're like, oh no, like, she's like, I would never do that to you, and I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, like, that's just fucked up, like, that's just fucked up, like, that's just so fucked, like, I just can't, like, that's so fucked up, like, you know, like, why even have her move in then? Like, just literally just tell her, yeah, we're fucking with each other, like, don't move in, and she would have literally just lived her own happy little life, whatever, okay? Like, you know, but the fact, like, the whole thing is just fucked up, you know? Okay, so obviously you could see how she would be mad about it, and, you know, now we're all living in the same house, right? So how do you think we're gonna everything's just gonna be okay? She tried to give her a gift basket and some, like, a drink or whatever, like a bottle. It doesn't matter how expensive the fucking bottle was. There's no price on that betrayal. Like, that was really fucked up. So she is obviously gonna be like, no, fuck you. I don't want your fucking petty ass gifts. You know? She doesn't want your fucking petty ass gifts. Like, the fuck? Like, I'm not even, like, that mad at Trouble 1. I'm mad at, like, Trouble, like, I'm not even, like, I'm just, like, holy, like, it doesn't have anything to do with me, but, like, I'm her friend, right? And, like, I just don't fuck with that fake shit. Like, that was really fucking fake. Like, you literally had to go out of your way to be that fake. Like, I don't understand. But, yeah, and she's young, too. She just has no fucking comprehension of life, and the fact that she's, like, letting Trouble 1, like, rule her, kind of, like, you're living with him, you're having, like, problems with your parents, that just puts you in a position where you're reliable on a guy, and I just could never, like, that would be my biggest fear, is being reliable on someone. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to rely on anyone, because then you're, like, lost. You can't make any moves without them. You can't do your move until they make their first move. Like, the fuck is that? No. So yeah, that's that situation. Okay, so then she moves downstairs. I help her decorate her room, guys. If you see on the vlog, I even help her decorate her room. We're like, oh, we decorated it and stuff and everything. So nice, okay? Then comes Friday. This is on a Friday. So we didn't go out to the club or anything. We decided to stay home and drink, you know, because we just got the downstairs all done up too, because, you know, Trouble 1, okay, oh, and also I forgot to mention, the girl's sister, or sorry, the girl that's there, like, that was my friend, you know, I don't know what I should call her, but I'm just gonna call her the girl, because, like, the only other girl is Trouble 2. I don't know if I'm telling this story good at all or whatever, but I'm trying, okay, guys. So okay, so she's there. Oh yeah, so her brother actually lives there too. I forgot to mention that. That's, like, really important too. So there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, and he moved in one of them. So there's that one guy, it's Guppy's friend, Trouble 1, and then her brother's upstairs, and also Trouble, fuck, I should turn there. Trouble 2's upstairs with Trouble 1, like, they're living together at this point. And then her brother's there. So I'm just gonna call him her brother. So this is key information, okay? So basically, it's Friday, and, you know, we decided to drink downstairs because Trouble 1 and Trouble 2, like, don't like her being upstairs. Like, they kind of made a thing, like, oh, like, you can't be up here because this is the upstairs and you're only paying for downstairs. It's just so, like, kind of dumb. Like, I don't know, in my opinion, that's really, like, childish, because it's like, what the fuck, like, why do you care? You don't own that couch or anything like that. Like, there's only one couch, and they took the TV into the room because he bought it off of, like, the owner, like, the TV. So yeah, so really there's just a couch upstairs. So me and Guppy made it really nice downstairs and made our own thing, so there's no even reason that we should be upstairs. But they, like, we used to hang out with them and stuff, like, because Guppy's friends with Trouble one, you know, like they were bros before, but like that girl really like changed him, you know, kind of like I didn't really have an issue with him either, but you know, because like he really doesn't owe her any loyalty there, so I see like that, like I understand that and everything, and you know, I'm less mad. I'm not really like, I don't really have an issue with him at all, to be honest. But her, like, the fuck is that shit? Like, like, that's your homegirl, and then like why even have them moved in? The only reason why I'm like not fucking with him because of like the whole you got her to move in, which was so fucked too. I don't know, the whole situation is just kind of weird to me. But anyway, so yeah, I'm more like not fucking with the girl, like trouble too, than anything. But anyway, so, but like, you know, we don't have problems because I'm kind of just like mutual, you know, but like obviously that was wrong of her. So what was I saying? Okay, so we have people over, and yeah, we made the downstairs like nice. So this is the first day that we made like the downstairs like look nice. The first time we made the downstairs look nice. So then we obviously have people over for a Friday night. So basically the girl downstairs brings over this girl, and she has a boyfriend that Trouble 2 is scared of, kinda, and whatever. And obviously this girl, like these two girls, actually she brings two friends, and like they don't like her because like they used to like kind of all know each other, but the two girls didn't like each other anyway, so she's just kind of friends with both of them, so they already didn't like her. And then they find out that she did her dirty like that. Obviously your friends are gonna be pissed as fuck, right? So they come over here already like upset, and like Guppy is friends with Trouble 1, okay? So they come downstairs to drink with us, you know, because we used, like, I don't know, they're still friends, like they're friends, whatever. So like, you know, I don't have an issue really with anyone personally, because like it's not really my drama or anything, but I still think that was wrong. But you know, it's not like, oh, I can be like, oh, you can't be here because like they're friends and that's his girl, so therefore like his girl's got to be down here, whatever. But yeah, I ever since okay, I'll just like finish the story so then you guys can like judge whatever. So yeah, we have them over. Then she comes downstairs, right? The one that they just did her dirty. She comes downstairs, she sees them on the couch, right? And just a few days ago, I was upstairs with her. Like, we just sat on the couch for a second, whatever. And she comes up to us, and she says hi to me, like, hi, Jada. And I'm like, hi. And then to her, she's like, you can't be here. Like, you can't be upstairs or whatever. And, like, I really, like, I just feel like I can't say anything. Like, that was like wrong too, but like her brother lives upstairs, you know, my Guppy's friend lives upstairs, which is also friends with her. Like, no one has an issue in the house with people besides them. So it's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why do you guys have issues with everyone? Like, because everyone else is getting along fine and has no issues with each other, but you guys can't seem to freaking get along with anyone, because Trouble 1 also has issues with like Guppy's friend. Like, they have issues all the time about stupid shit too. Like, they fight about the garage and shit because Guppy's friend bought the garage, and Trouble 1 was like, oh, has his car in there that's not insured, and now what the fuck does he do with it, right? So he was mad about it, but instead of just talking to Guppy's friend, I'm just calling him Guppy's friend, instead of talking to him, he like gets all mad and angry, and like Guppy had some like stuff in there for his car, like doors and shit, and he just talked to him and was like, oh, like, can I leave it in here for a little bit, bro? I need to use it for a little bit, and just talked to him about it like a freaking regular person, right? Like, just talk about it. You know, why does everything have to like be taken to offense with you? Like, so like you feel like everyone's against you. No one's not. Like, no one's freaking, everyone's just freaking living their life. We just like don't give a fuck, right? Just talk about your feelings, whatever. So yeah, they've been having issues. So he has like, Trouble 1 has like issues with like everyone in the house at this point, and literally Guppy and him have like kind of like gone to it once, because like he's a clean freak. Like, Trouble 1's like really clean, which is good, and like, you know, like Guppy's kind of messy a little bit, but it wasn't his mess, and like he got trouble one, had a bad day at work, and like came home, like saw him on the couch and like tried to kick him downstairs, like because he was like that's not my mess, and he's like, well, why are you upstairs? And he was like, oh, because my friend's up here, which is like Guppy's friend, like that guy. It was like, oh yeah, you can be up here, like he lives upstairs. Like no one, like no, like what kind of fucking, like you must be a fucking nobody to need power in a fucking house to be able to kick someone downstairs. And like he literally, like I feel like he's just power hungry, like he wants to be a cop and shit, like, and I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. Like I think he needs attention or some shit, like I don't even know. But he what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like he tried to kick, he even mentioned one time we were hanging out, like all of us, and he mentioned like, oh, are you guys trying to buy the house? It's such a shitty, like it's not a house I would buy, it's a house I just live in, like for now. Like I'm not trying to buy that. I want to buy like a nice ass house, and not with you people. Like I'm not gonna buy a house with you people, and nor would I think that you'd want to. Why would you want to buy a house with us? Like what the fuck, bro? Like we're trying to all, like we're freaking working on to like getting our own like place, like, you know, me and him want an apartment eventually, like when you want that. Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks. Okay, that guy said my back tire's flat, and I actually know that already, so that's really nice of him. I thought he was gonna be like, don't fucking be vlogging, and I'm like, ugh. Everyone fucking does it, okay? And like I'm not even, it's not like a screen I can see, it's like a little